Hi, my sweethearts. Welcome back to Tara's Take. So today I wanted to play with some book pages, some Mod Podge, some napkins. It's Save Your Cash, Use Your Stash Day. And I have some stuff here, and I want to make a few things for like backgrounds for the autumn Thanksgiving journal that I want to do. So like I did this on some music paper. It's with a napkin, and I can glue this down to a firmer piece of paper and have a belly band. Or I was thinking it would even be cute on like the side of a page. You know what I mean? So let's get started. You're going to need some glue, or I mean some Mod Podge, or some glue. I mean, you could, you can do it with that too. You could do it with some, you could use like a glue stick even, because these napkins will stick really well with that as well. So I actually might go ahead and do one like that too, so that we can see how it works. But what I was going to say, oh no, I sat on my napkins. I had pre-cut them, and I sat them in my Mod Podge. Oh wow, the lid. Figures. Leave it to me. Anyway, no, what I was going to say is that I just thought that this would be a fun way to use up some stuff. I've got papers from my music book I just got. I tore a page out of that Victorian book that I bought that Tina showed us a few months ago. And then I grabbed a page out of my Edith Holden. So I thought I'd give that one a shot. And I have got myself a mess over here. It's a good thing I ended up finding some more seasonal napkins. I got these. I already showed you those and these. And then I also got these and these. So I thought we would go ahead with all of these and have some fun. So I'm going to go ahead and get a couple of these torn apart. These come apart really easy. I didn't need to use tape or anything. And I'm just going to go ahead. And I had tried it earlier, and of course it works. I've seen Pam do it. I think I even saw Tina do it once, where you take like water around the picture that you want, and then tear away the white from the napkin. I did it, but I felt like it was going to be too fiddly for camera, for me at least. Maybe not for them, but for me. So I'm going to go ahead and use the white, because I am going to be using these as backgrounds. There's going to be decoration on top of them. But I thought it'd be a fun way to use the napkins, and I also need to practice my decoupaging. I'm not a genius at it, so I mean, I've done it, but not to the point where I'm like, oh, I'm so confident and I feel like I'm so good at that. So yeah, I figured this might be a nice way to practice. Now I did do one on a board. It's over here drying. I think because I did it on cardboard that was a box, I don't know, it came out pretty wrinkly, like more so than I want. So, because I was going to like cut this down and use this as a belly band, the center of the box, and then right here. And I might still, depending on how it looks when it dries, but yeah, we'll see. So, get these out of here. I had some of these made, and then I set them in my Mod Podge lid, and so I have to kind of pull these apart again. So sorry. I was trying to be so prepared and have things ready. Oh, well, you know how it is. I got these the other day. I think I got these the other two I got at the dollar store, and I got these at Safeway for $1. They were actually cheaper than the dollar store, because the dollar store is now, what, $1.25. So, anyway, but these are pretty cute. Very Thanksgiving-y. And then they got the little corners, little pumpkins in the corner. I like these. So I just thought it'd be fun to, use up some supplies and at the same time make some nice backgrounds for my journal. I'm trying really hard to get stuff prepped, because once I start it, you know. Now, I did ask you guys a question the other day, and so far, I think the video came out, or maybe it'll come out tomorrow. I think I asked you the other day, though, what you think, what you would like to see, what type of journal cover for the autumn-themed journal. I didn't get any responses yet from you guys, so that's why I wasn't sure. Maybe you haven't seen me put up the question yet, but right now I know this one's going up on Wednesday, and I was so tired last week from vacation that I really didn't do much recording. So I only have videos on the channel prepped and ready to go through tomorrow. So this is Wednesday's video. So it's Monday right now, and that's probably the first time I've talked to you, like, other than Mass Monday, this close to it being the correct date. You know what I'm saying? I like this one. It's double. Yeah, so I was thinking that I would love to know your opinion. If a few of you would comment, let me know what you think, and because if not, that's okay. I'm kind of thinking I need some tape. I'm kind of thinking a hardback, like with a cereal box or something. I haven't done one of those in a while, and I haven't done one with you guys at all, so that would be something good. Trim this here. Okay. This one here that I got it at the antique shop, and I got to tell you guys, it was funny. Last night or yesterday, I was trying to separate the napkin, and it's a triple, so they were really well-made napkins. I don't know how old they are, but I think they might be kind of old because they are really stuck together. I was having to fight with them to not tear them. I mean, I was having to be really careful as I was trimming, you know, or pulling them apart once I had the tape on there and everything, because they were like rip. So I don't know. I was kind of like, oh my, don't tear on me. Okay, I have one of these ready to go. Let's see if it's, yeah, I separated it. Okay. So I'm going to start with the, you know what, I think I'll do this one. I'm kind of wanting to make sure I get something onto the Edith Holden. Now, what I've got here, you'll need your, like I said, you'll need a brush or a sponge, whatever you like to use to spread your Mod Podge. You'll need some napkins, and you'll need some book page, and I have a little bit of water here to kind of, if my brush starts to dry, to kind of wet it down again. And some, you know, scissors. Let's see, I'm trying to think. What else am I using here? Some tape. If you're having a hard time pulling your napkins apart, 2 pieces of tape will always do the trick. Okay. Now, like I said, I am not a professional Mod Podger, you know, a decoupager, but I do know you have to go lightly or you'll tear your napkin. Okay, and then I'm just kind of collaging. That was my goal, was to just kind of collage these guys onto here because I'm going to be cutting them down. I thought the Edith Holden would look pretty because of the background being the leaves and stuff and the flowers, you know. I tried to grab from the right season in her book so that the colors would complement. And we are going to be cutting this all down. And oops. So And you can, you know, you can go different angles and stuff, whatever you want, however you want yours to look. This is just, you know, what I was thinking for mine. I'm gonna check and see if I'm in camera. Okay, oopsie. So, you know, this is just me really attempting to do something a little different out of my norm, and, or, you know, kind of different for me at least. And once I'm done, I am going to go back over this, probably with my other Mod Podge. I have a satin finish that I like, and I think I'm going to pull that out. So I have it here ready. I have, on the right of me right here, I have so much piled up next to me for the journal that's upcoming that I'm going to start. And I've been getting ready, and things are just falling off my little table. I'm like, okay, I need to... Oh, you know what? Look at that. Oh, shucks. I did not have that. I thought it was separate. I didn't separate it. Oh, dear. Well, you know what I could do right here is maybe, let's see. Let's give this a try here. And not cover that leaf, because it's just kind of pretty there, you know? Let it show through the white napkin. I don't know. We'll see. I think it's okay. I'm not going to worry about it. You know, I feel like I always tell you guys, don't stress about it. If it doesn't work out, just, you know, don't use it. You know what I mean? It's all right. Let's see, where's my scissors? Okay. Just going to trim a little piece off. This was one of the edges off of that big napkin there. And they're really cute. They just look really cool. Okay. You guys see? Oh, I'm stuck. There we go. Yeah, so like I said, it's not going to be perfect, and we are basically collaging, so we all know that with collaging comes kind of that messy look at first until you start really layering and stuff. Now with this, my whole goal was really to just get these napkins on here and let it, you know, I am going to, like I said, do a second layer on top of the napkins to kind of give it that sheen, and then let it dry. And once it's dry, I'm going to cut it up and use it for background. So it's not, I'm not going to worry about, you know, the exactness of this one because of that. Here, we'll put this little guy up here since we didn't get to use him over there. I have actually, if anybody's thinking that I should be using one, I have the brayer. I could grab my brayer actually. Do I have it right here? Nope, I moved it. Never mind. And then I have also the little thingy, the scraper thingy that came with the brayer, and this scrape thingy that came with my Mod Podge. But I use the Mod Podge so infrequently, I should say, that I didn't even think about bringing it, really. Let's see. Till I got in here, and then I was like, oh, I should have brought that. Let's see if I can just tear this down and use this side. And then I think I'll run one more of those edgings up the side. Also, if you don't, you know, if you don't want to use or get glue everywhere, Mod Podge everywhere, I'm using just an old placemat that I got from Walmart for $1, you know, $1.99, whatever. I think they still sell them at the dollar store for $1.25. Actually, this one I think was at Walmart for 99 cents, so, or 98 cents. Trimming this bottom part off here. And then I think I want to run some of this edge here down the side, like so. just like so. Let's see. Yeah. I'm just trying to measure here real quick. I just don't want a ton of extra hanging off the edge. Makes it harder to handle when you go to cut it, you know? And I am using for my brush, if anybody's wondering, I reallocated my makeup brushes to art brushes. They are all brushes that you see me use will generally be, some of them are real, you know, paint brushes, but a lot of them are just my old makeup brushes because they work well. And I was buying, when I first, before this whole junk journal adventure, I'll call it, I was doing a lot of oil painting, and then I started doing some watercoloring, and I was just really playing with paints. Well, that's how I inadvertently ran across junk journaling, was I was looking up videos for painting. And so anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, so yeah, I was collecting all these paintbrushes and paying money, you know, a lot of money for them. And then one day I realized I'm not really using my makeup brushes, and they're shaped just like them. I wonder how they'd work. So I just started playing a little bit with it. And yeah, I ended up finding out that I liked how they worked. So yeah, I use my makeup brushes a lot. Now, I am, you know, you do see the raising of the napkin. If you guys want, I have not ran in and been like looking stuff up, and I didn't look up any videos about this. So if y'all want to tell me, you know, should I have not put anything on the top, let me know. I didn't check beforehand. I don't when I use napkins on like playing cards and stuff, or if I use them on a journal card piece, you know, by itself. I don't usually do a top coat, so I don't know. But let me know if I should not have used, because I know that in my family of viewers, I do have some that know what they're doing on a lot of things that I'm just playing with. You know, I'll get better, but I kind of like the look without anything on the top. But I thought that it would be kind of fun to try it with, because I usually don't. Unless I'm doing, like, I recover my Bibles and stuff a lot, or books that I own, journals that I have that are bought from the store that I don't like the cover. And I will usually use Mod Podge on those, and I always use it on the bottom and the top. But with napkins, I don't recall that I have. So, you know. Let me know your thoughts. I love conversing with you all. I love your tips and your tricks, and you know, when you guys let me know something that I didn't know, or I always appreciate you. So let's see. I am really working on my watercolors again though, because I want to add my own watercolor backgrounds. And I know when I asked you guys if you'd like to do watercolor backgrounds, you were like, yes, 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 you know. But I've been watching videos and kind of acquainting myself with my paint, because I have been away from it for over a year. I was just really kind of starting to get good at it when I took a break from it. And so I'm reacquainting. That's how I'm saying it. I'm reacquainting myself with it. Okay, so I'm gonna pause for a minute and let this dry. Take a couple drinks of my water, and I'll be right back. Hi guys, I'm back. So this time I want to use one napkin, and I'm gonna use it on a piece of music sheet. So I have prepared the side that I want to glue on. I want this side to be the one that you'll see. I'm going to make just a simple envelope out of it. But I thought that would be something fun to put in the journal. So I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. And this time I am not, I don't know. Let me think about it. Let me look at how this is continuing to dry behind me. Because I may just do the inside, like where it's glued down with the Mod Podge. And I might not do any of it on the top of the napkin. I'm not sure yet. And I'm also thinking that I will sew on this envelope, that I'll take a minute to sew it on the edges and close it up that way. And I think that will be really cute. And this napkin just kind of contributed to this idea because it's so, this is all going to be trimmed on these edges, so I'm not worried about any of that. And yeah, I just really liked this napkin. Is like, you know, one big piece, and there's, you know, I thought it'd be really cute as an envelope. So just trying to pull it gently. You know, I'm not the most gentle person in the world. I always laugh when Tina says that. She's like, I'm too hard on stuff. I feel the same way about me. Yeah, so if you're super gentle and you really, you know, then I'm sure if you have a delicate touch, then I'm sure that you're really, really good at this. I think, at least for me, I will not speak for Miss Tina, but, or for anybody else, but for me, I think it's impatience. When I have to be too delicate with something, I have a tendency to, I think I move too fast, you know, where I should be going a little slower, I just, you know, rush. And just like I did right now. Now, I kind of like on here the little crinkles. I think they're fun because, of course, this is going to get distressed. It's going to get decorated. It's going to be trimmed down right now. And I love how I can see the music behind there. I think it's very pretty. So we're going to pull this up, and some of it is just going to tear off easily because it's wet, which is nice. And like I said, I am going to trim this down to a, you know, a preferable size because this music sheet is very large. So all of this is going to go. So I'm not going to worry about the napkin tearing as I pull it off. See what I'm talking about? Impatience. That's my, you know, I started to say that's my virtue. No, that's not the right way to put that. That's funny. You know what I'm saying. Anyway. It is not always a virtue for me. I'm patient. See, I tore it anyway. I'm patient with people for the most part. I'm just not patient with myself. Oh, we're stuck. My daughter, Maria, says that I am most impatient with technology, and she's so right. I worked in that law office for years and years, and things, you know, for the most part, I was just used to technology being quick, you know, because we had the best, you know, programs, and we had good, you know, computers, just everything. So when I would be at home, and things would go slow, or, you know, things would buffer or whatever, I would be like, go. And I would get, as my old friend at my office used to say, I would get click happy. Yeah, so yeah, that's me. Click happy. I get click happy. So I'm thinking I'm probably still going to trim this down a little bit more as far as the width, because I'm not going to want this to be super wide. But I at least want to get this straight. So I'm going to use the lines of the paper. That should help a little, I hope, to straighten that out. And then, I'm still a little crooked there. And then I'm going to fold and trim off, you know, trim the edges to where I want them. The good thing is this napkin just like goes every which way. I want this envelope to be kind of, you know, nice and deep. Okay, and I know I should probably wait for it to dry. I am going to leave a little gap here. I have a tendency to fold envelopes down and then realize I folded it too deep, and the person can't even really get their hand in there, you know. So Just want to make sure I leave space. And I'm going to trim this across again as evenly as I possibly can. And then, let's see, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to bring this shorter on both sides. And I'm uneven. It's going to be okay. Just tell me it's going to be okay, Tara. Okay. And then, of course, I'm going to round. Let me see. Do I want to round? How do I want to do this? Or do I want to... No, I think I'll just round. I think this goes low enough that I can round these as well, and it's not going to impact what I'm doing. Make sure I got this down low enough. Yeah, I thought so. I was a little bit shy. Okay, so there's that one, and that's just going to be a sweet little envelope. Now, let me measure, because I have a feeling I still left it too wide. I'm eyeballing, and sometimes you gotta pull out. Yeah, see, I did. It's 6 inches. I don't want it to be sideways. I'd like it to be this way. I mean, I guess I could just let this be a floater and put it in the side pocket, you know, in one of the pockets, or even clip it in sideways. That might be kind of cute once it's sewn and stuff. What do you think? I agree. I can hear you guys. I know I'm ahead of you, but I'm thinking it would look kind of cute to just be movable, you know. So if I do that, then it's going to be fine, because it can be clipped in, and or like I said, we can put it in the front or the back. So now let's look at our paper we just did with Edith Holden. Now it's dry for the most part. I mean, I've got a few areas that aren't, but you can see I think that I like the napkins with nothing on top better. I bet you guys do too. Now let's look at this board I did earlier I did before I got on camera. I have just a tiny bit here that needs dry still, but it's relatively dry. It looks cool. I think it would have looked better if I would not have done the top. Now what I used with this was just a turkey patties box. Okay, like one of the Butterball turkey patties, and I cut off all the, you know, the edges and the folds and stuff from the closures and everything. And then I was thinking, I'm just gonna do what I was thinking. I'm gonna cut this. I should probably use my big cutter. I hear ya. I should. You're right. You're totally right. This is way big old hassle with these scissors. Okay, so that can be like a really, I mean, I'm going to trim it down because it's way too tall, but it could be a cute belly band or a side pocket, you know, something like that, or a bookmark even. I mean, decorated, it's going to look different, but yeah, so there's that. I kind of like it. It's different, you know. And it feels cool. It's got that, you know how Mod Podge is. It's got that leathery feel. So, let's see. And then with the rest of it, I mean, technically, I could do like a cover even. I mean, you could do this as a cover. I do not like, I don't know if you guys can see the depth of these ridges, but see from the side? See them? They're like, this part here did really well. But then these napkins did not. This one did better. This area did a little better, but this one and this one, okay, let me pull back. This one and this one are super rigidy, and I don't think it looks as good. I do enjoy this area though, so I'll probably cut that and make sure that I get that as a journal card. So anyways, so I'm thinking no Mod Podge with napkins on the top. Okay, that's my thought. I'm going to sit this and let it continue to dry. I'm going to pause real quick. I want to sew this, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. So here's our envelope and it looks fine. However, I will say this. My sewing machine was being weird and I didn't even know it until I got to the end, and then it started to actually stutter on me, but it was sewing it very strangely and I didn't see it. But it actually, you know, kind of like I've heard people say, the mishaps make it actually look more authentic and more old, and, you know, at least that's what we tell ourselves. Anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it. I will distress and I will decorate and utilize it. It looks better on the back, which is very weird. Usually the front is the part that looks good and the back looks messed up. But anyway, I know that's something to do with the threading on my machine. So let's go ahead and let's see. We're at 30 minutes, so we can still have time for another one. And I am thinking that I wonder if, let's see. I was thinking I cut out, let me see, I did not trim this one, but I was thinking I could do like these three and then do some smaller ones in between to kind of, I don't know, like, because once it's cut up, like I said, it's not going to be significant anymore, and it'll be behind other things I've glued on top. But I really like this picture, and I think having bits and pieces of it throughout what I'm doing will be kind of cute. So I was thinking of something in, let's see if I can pull back just a little bit so you guys can see better. And then I was thinking about coming back in, you know, I don't know, maybe I should do, where is those napkins? I have these that they have. I didn't want to have to separate more napkins on camera just because it was such a hassle. But this napkin is really big and it's got this huge border all the way around. And I was just thinking if I'm going to just give it a try while I'm on camera with you guys. And I'm going to trim this down around the edge and then see if I can just do the edges of this paper and then this over the edge, you know, overlaying it. Or should I do it? Maybe I should do the frame over the edges of this. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so let me grab my Mod Podge again. I closed it and now it's, there we go. All right. So I'm just going to hit the general area that I need for right now, because, well, maybe I should do the whole thing. Just around that curvature there so I can get that first one on. I don't want to get the Mod Podge on top of the napkin again. So that's why I'm reasoning out loud what's going on inside my head. I'm like, you better get it all the way on, because then that way you're not having to worry about, not having to worry about it not being everywhere for this napkin. I'm not so worried about the edging because, gosh, my little area is just so cram-packed full of stuff right now. It's kind of over the top for me. Okay, I'm going to bring it down just a little bit so the top of that pumpkin can show. And again, these are going to be, you know, cut up and made into cards and tags or whatever. So unless I ended up with some major result with this that I was like, ooh, I need to, you know. Okay, I'm going to be very careful here and try not to get this on anything but the back of this napkin. I'm trying. It's kind of hard. There we go. Oh, I did it. Yeah, anyway, what I was saying was, unless I get some majorly wonderful outcome on something here, these are going to get cut down. I mean, Unless I were like, ooh, this turned out so beautiful, I'll use it as a cover, you know. And I'm just doing the Mod Podge on the top of that little hill there so I don't end up having to get it everywhere on the napkin. So okay, now I have those 3 laid down. I am going to do a frame. And then I might come back in with these little spots and do smaller pieces of maybe the leaf napkin or something to just kind of fill in. You know what I mean? I hope you know what I mean. If not, I'll show you. Hopefully, I know what I mean. That's the big one. That's the test. Does Tara know what she means? Okay, so this napkin is the one I was telling you about that's super kind of difficult to pull apart because it's triplicate and it's super, I think they really are old and kind of really set together, you know. This is the first part. Let's see if I can. Okay, this thrown out before it sticks to my board. Gotta be careful. See, I like that napkin look much better without the top coat. I think it's definitely better. Okay, I'm thinking because this napkin is so stuck together that I might be able to get this to work without even bothering to separate the second set. Let's see, how hard is it going to be? Just because I don't think it'll come up is my point. It's really set on there. There, see, there we go. They're tight. Last night I had pieces of it actually tearing because of how tight it was. Now I want to put the border on the, no, I'm going to have to do it on the inside because everything will be upside down. Okay, so now this part I will have to put some on the top of the napkin, or I don't know, I've never tried this, you guys. I'm going to try something silly that'll probably not even work. I'm going to try to put it directly on the napkin. I don't know. Am I going to tear the napkin? Probably. I only have 50 more of them in the packet though, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, turn this around. Oh, great. I know, you guys. This is the kind of stuff I do when I'm by myself. And I don't usually do this in front of y'all. These crazy ideas I have. And they are crazy. You should have seen me when you guys were on pause, okay, with my sewing machine. The pedal got stuck on my house slipper. I'm in house slippers. It got stuck on my house slipper and I tried to kick it away, and the next thing I know, I am in a wrestling match with my foot pedal. I'm like, Lord, there are times when I just don't even like myself. I mean, I do some of the craziest things. And then, of course, I ripped the foot pedal cord out of the machine and was fighting with it that way. And then I finally get it off my foot, and the machine decides, as I'm fighting with that, I have the envelope in my hand, so it's pulling the thread out, and then the thread gets stuck, and that's when I realized there was a problem with my thread. And I was thinking, you know, should I tell them about all of this? Because this is like a little fiasco of my very own. And I'm telling you just to be transparent, you guys, so you know that I'm just me. And I always like when Tina's and others are transparent about their mistakes. So yeah, that was my battle while I was on pause, while you were on pause. I was fighting with my sewing machine and my slipper and my envelope. And I was getting very upset with myself. And I thought they'd probably be like, oh, Tara, don't be so hard on yourself, you know. If you heard me, because I get so upset with myself. But see, when you've dealt with clumsiness your whole life and mistakes and stuff like that, you just kind of, you know, you get sick of it, you know what I mean? And when you get to be my age, you're like, seriously, Terry, you're still this clumsy, you're still doing this kind of thing. It's just kind of seems pathetic. And I thought, well, there's certain stages of a project that I think, oh, I don't want to do that on camera because I'll probably mess it up. And then I'm thinking, but you guys probably like to see us mess up, because I know I kind of like to see people mess up, not because I want them to mess up, but because it makes me feel like it's okay that I do. Because look at me, I'm just like stuck to the napkin, and as you can see, this is definitely a mess right now. I'll fix it. I'll get it. Come on, just tear. That's kind of what I was talking about. This napkin is very strongly built. I'm working on my napkin collection. Napkins are expensive nowadays. They've discovered we like them, and so they've really gone up in price, you know? I mean, I paid like $14 for a pack of these beautiful napkins on Amazon, and it cracks me up because I would never have spent $14 on a set of napkins. That's just, no, that is not like me. And I did because of my lovely addiction to junk journaling. But the ones I got are so pretty. I think I showed it to you guys already. They're not right here offhand, or I'd pull them in, but they're super pretty. I'm thinking that I want to, I'm thinking I want to bring this to that point, and then, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and put a few things here. Let's see. Even cherries, like, I don't know. Where's those? I had some little pieces that were trimmed off from, did I use them already? I think I did, huh? Here, I'm going to pull them off of this pack. Oh no, I think I'll use these. I'm going to just tear some of these down. I'm not going to be formal about it. And I'm going to have to do tape again on it. There we go. So I'm just going to, as you can see, I am not delicate. That's what I was talking about, you guys. I'm just going to pull some like this and just like place them, okay? Like that. Just throughout where there's open spots. Okay. And I kind of think I'm going to try this. I don't think it'll work, but I'm going to give it a shot. Okay, worked a little bit, yeah. Not like this covering this frame right here. So I'm going to tear that off. There we go. Okay. As you can see, this glue stick, at least the Scotch Permanent, works really well for stuff like this. I use it a lot with my cards, my little playing cards, and also to just kind of, what do you call it, stick napkin onto regular cardstock or whatever. I find, but I usually rub it onto, I usually rub it onto the piece that I'm going to lay it out on. I don't usually do the napkin like this. But I'm doing this because I don't want to get a bunch of glue on the actual piece, because, you know, I want to keep it, like I said, without that Mod Podge look on the top of stuff. So, yeah. Okay. These are kind of blending right in, and once I get the frame, I think it'll be fine. I just wanted to cover these blank spots a little bit, you know. Yeah. I'm going to do the Pam sploosh thing here. She does the finger glue trick. Hopefully I won't tear them. And I'll get it on every spot. That's a hard, oh, and I did tear it. Of course I did. It's me. That's the hard thing with the glue stick, I've noticed, is that you can have a tendency to not get it everywhere. Because, I don't know, it doesn't go down into ridges and stuff that are on paper or whatever, and then you think you've got it everywhere, and then you don't. You know what I mean? And if it's not there, I'm just going to pull it up. So, sorry. Okay. Let's try it this way. I like the way it glues it down quickly and easily, and so I'm going to keep trying until I get it right. Okay. Probably stick this piece over here. So they do kind of blend right in, like they almost look like they're meant to be there. I just need a little piece coming through here. Oh, good trick. I used the glue stick to pull up the piece of paper. Not bad. Okay, right there. I'm trying not to cover the pumpkin, is why I'm being so finicky about where it lays. Okay, and then this part and this part, and we're good, and we can finish that frame. I'm going to go ahead and pause for just a second for you guys so you don't have to watch all this. This is painful. Okay guys, so what I ended up with, I went ahead and did the edge and all that, and this is the piece. Okay, and then of course, like I said, it's going to be cut up, so it's very thin because it's on that paper from that vintage book. And then we have the envelope, we have this belly band, and then I have this piece I did on the Edith Holden, and then we have the board. Okay, so I'm going to grab my cutter because I want to kind of just get this done, and this will cut. No, I wanted to use it on the board. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, so we are going to cut this down, and I'm going to be ruthless, and I'm going to cut the turkey in half because I have to be ruthless here. So we're going to do, I think I'll do 2. I'm hoping I can cut these evenly enough. And then the rest of it I'm going to do as a journal cards. Okay. And let's do it 1 more inch in, or 1/4 inch in. Okay. I'm not even really like paying attention to where I'm cutting. I'm just trying to be kind of free about that. I have a tendency to think about it too much. This is the one I did want to get on the card. I may not do too much to this. I may just put like a Tim Holtz paper doll and, you know, like a scripture, you know, or one of my little word scripture thingies, encouraging word things. And then on this one, I had to plug my phone in. If the phone jiggles at all, it's because I'm moving this cord. Okay. Sorry about that if it moved. Hold on 1 second. Somebody's at my door. So sorry about that, guys. It was my neighbor, Wendy, and she and I have been talking about Tippy and how she loves to chase grapes. And so she found her this little ball at a friend of hers house. So Tippy loves it. She's so excited. It fits in her tiny little mouth. Anyway, Tippy, here. Get it. So let's go ahead. Okay, so I was cutting this, trimming this down real quick, and then I'm going to pick a piece to decorate. So I think I'm going to go with this being this one sheet right here. Okay, and then I'll cut it in half in a sec. And this one can be like that. And I'm going to do a band again for this one. Or maybe, you know what? I think I just might do 2 nice larger journal cards, and then this one I'm going to do 2 cards as well. So I will have a lot of cards ready to go for this journal, which I always need. Now see how that came out? That looks really cool. I did those 2 smaller picks, and then that was the Edith Holden behind. I like that. And then I even like where the page looks like it's the crack, you know, it's where the pages meet. I think it looks cool. So yeah, that's not bad. Let's see. Okay, now let's cut up this one. All right. I'm just cutting this puppy up. I think I may use these 2 pieces as little tags on the sides, and then I'm going to use this piece right here with the pumpkin. I don't know how I cut that so crooked, but I did. I think I'm going to use this as kind of like a pocket. Okay, so yeah, that'll be cool. Let's see if I can do this straight at all. I hope. See, using a cutter does not always signify a straight line. It's not for me. So that's going to be like a pocket, okay? And then, let's see, what can we do with this? Other than even it out, because I definitely need to. It's crooked. I don't know. Should I do like a little booklet? That would be kind of cute. Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I'll leave that piece long and do like a little, yeah. Like a little notebook or something, okay? You guys know what I mean. I gotta tell you, I've had to stop and start this video so often. I've been on here for over 2 hours, which is kind of crazy. I just saw the time and went, oh my goodness. I mean, you guys don't know because I've paused, but yeah. We're going to do these as 2 journal cards, and we're done cutting. Okay, good. Now, all right, let's see here. I'm going to throw that away. These are going to be little tiny tags. Those will be kind of cute, right? Let's see here. Let's bring this back in so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, and I'm going to move this glue. I had this there just for the sake of the glue. Okay. All right. Yeah, so that'll be a pocket, and this is going to be probably, that might be a pocket. I mean, it wouldn't be bad. That one, where's the one? Is that the one I wanted? That might be. Yeah, as a journal card, I wanted that center. I could have sworn I cut that off of, no, that was on here. Here, this one. That was it, right here. I should have went ahead and used the cutter to trim this top part. This is the one that's on the cardboard box. It's actually like on a cereal box. And I did the cereal box thing. Oh, darn, it went through that. Oh, well, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. What I was going to say is, let me see if I can, I don't think I can. Yeah, I might have to go ahead and use, let me try using these. My friend Mary sent me these. Thank you so much, Mary. She had an extra one, and she thought of me. I appreciate you so much, honey. Let's see. I was thinking, I don't know if I can or not. Let's see if I can. No, it's not quite working for me. It's a little bit too big to stick in there, so looks like I'm gonna have to do this myself. So we'll see. I just wanted to kind of clean up these hard edges on these corners, because they just look, oops, they just look so blocky, you know. So that does not look perfect, and I'm okay with that because it gives it that rustic look, and I, in this case, kind of want that. So I'm really not going to worry about it. I'm going to grab, we're going to decorate real quick. So I'm grabbing my Distress ink. Okay. go ahead and rusticate this out the rest of the way. Now, I could have distressed this paper prior to, you know, putting everything down on top of it, and then it would have shown through, you know, as the coffee dyed kind of vintage photo look, but that's all right. Now, if this line bothers you, if you have something happen like that if you use the cereal box, like I said, I use that turkey burger box. If that line bothers you, then, you know, you can always trim that piece off or whatever. But I'm thinking, since that line bothers me, yes, it bothers me, that I might go ahead and just put down some of my, if I can find it, I have it here. I know I do because I've been using it. Let's see. I have tons of different little yarns and danglies and all that stuff now, and you know that. However, I finally got some sari silk, which I am just dying to use. So I was thinking this color, let's see, okay, let's see if I can tear it. I'm so weak. There we go. I was thinking that this coppery color might look kind of cool on here. This is the first time I've ever ordered sari silk. I've been looking everywhere for it and trying to avoid going online to get it. Now, I was just thinking it might be kind of cute to have it go through here and then maybe do like a stamp on here on the back to just, you know, kind of bring out, I don't know what stamp I want to use. Let me see here. Anyway, yeah, I ordered the sari silk for the very first time. And I gotta say, I wasn't super pleased with what I got. Only because I wasn't really, I know that they send you random things when you order, like I did on Etsy. However, the person I ordered from, the one that I chose was pinks with blues, and this one is pink and gray and this copper, which the copper is great. The pink is pretty, but I really don't have a whole big use for the gray, so I wasn't as happy about what I received. But you know, I'll try again with probably a different store. I'm not going to diss anybody, so I'm not going to put out the name there or anything, because you know, it was probably just a situation where I think I might use one of my new stamps. This one's kind of cute. It's not a Christmas, it's just a flourish. So anyway, yeah, I think I might go ahead and just order some more from a different shop and try to be a little more specific in my ordering, because maybe, you know, maybe it's me. I have a brand new I might use this. Nah, I have a brand new ink here and I can't find it. I'm sorry, guys. I told you my desk is kind of a mess. Oh, here it is, right in front of me. If it had been a snake, it would have reached out and bit me, of course. So yeah, I was thinking if I did a little bit of flourish around the back of here, and then did some of that sari silk, might look kind of fun. A little different. I don't usually do any gluing on my, you know, I know I shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna try because I'm crazy like this. I know it's gonna probably be a mess, but no, not bad. The other one was so light you can barely tell, and I almost got it right on top of it. That's bizarre. How did I do that? Anyway, but yeah, I was thinking to do a little flourish and a little sari silk and see if that looks kind of cute. It'd be something different. I'm gonna grab my glue gun that I did remember to turn on. Yay. And I'm probably going to need a new glue stick in here. Gosh, believe it or not, I have not used my glue gun all week. It's kind of odd for me. I don't even know how this is going to turn out, but I will say this, that sari silk is easier to kind of fold than the ribbon is, like to get it to bunch. Yeah, definitely. And what I might do, because this is of course going to make this journal card bulkier on the back, which is rare, I will probably go ahead and do it as a floating card so that it's, you know, so that it doesn't make it such a difficult thing to put inside of a pocket or whatever, you know what I mean? So, okay, and this also has a lot of the threads that like run. Is this how sari silk is normally? Do you guys, does anybody out there know? Like I said, I've not had sari silk. If that's the case, I have probably got materials that I could have used, to be honest, because I have materials that do this whole running thing. It's kind of annoying, you know, where the threads are not just that torn look, but they literally are like, you know, obnoxious. It looks pretty though. I mean, that looks nice. It's not bad. And let me see here. How should I, maybe I'll just, I kind of want it coming up over the top a little bit, like it is at the bottom. Not all these threads though. See what I mean? Those threads are kind of obnoxious. Okay, that's better. So that looks better than having that line run down there. And it looks a little different. I've never done that before. Like yeah, I've never done that before. Okay, so let's see here. We're gonna get, because these are so decorative already on their own, I am just going to, I wonder if I could make it look like he is sitting on the pumpkin. No, not quite. Let me see. These guys look so funny. They look so grouchy. Oh, these little guys are cute. Look. Aw, they're cute. Let's see, what can he lean on? Now that's got them standing in midair, and he needs something to lean on, so. This little baby's a cute little man. Let's, no. No. Oh, too bad that there's nowhere for them to sit, because that dog and them look cool. Oh, let's see. Huh. Those two look good together. And they could be dressed up going out for, like to go to a pumpkin patch. To get ready for the holidays. Okay. Now, I want to find my words here, and I want to put something uplifting on the page. Aw, it's too bad this one's pink. I was gonna say sweet family. That would be nice, but I don't have it in the right colors. There's beautiful. Choose joy. Let's see. Let's do all things are possible. Oh no, I like that choose joy too. Let me see here. But I feel like I need more than just one thing. Do not worry. All things are possible. Choose joy. I kind of like all those messages together. Let me see. Let me see if I can get these off here. Okay, stop. Yeah, I didn't tell you guys about my misadventure this morning and why I'm kind of off kilter. So when I woke up this morning, our television would not come on. And no matter what I did, and we have a Vizio, and it's only 3 years old, but it's always kind of been a little bit of a lemon. When I say that, I mean, I appreciate the television, I do, and it's a good picture, it's a smart TV, all that stuff. But it just seems like we got one that always kind of needed reset. It's always doing something, you know what I mean? So this morning it was dead and it would not work. I couldn't get it to work. When Cordy got up, he couldn't get it to work. So we have, of course, all of his mother's belongings, and one of the things we have is her old television. So he's like, okay, well, I'll just pull out Mama's TV and we'll put that out, and then, you know, we'll deal with it, whatever. And I said, okay. So he brings it out, sits it up on the table, and I'm like, okay, where's the cord? And he goes, I don't know, babe, where is it? And so, of course, I had packed his mom's stuff. So I go to the box I believe it should be in. No, it's not in there. I ended up searching through all of Mom's boxes. I was unpacking, I mean, in 2 separate rooms. It took me over 2 hours, 2.5 hours this morning, and to finally locate the cord. I knew it was here, but I couldn't find it. So that whole start to my day, I'll be honest, it kind of threw me off because, you know, from like, I got up at 2, and so that whole search started at around about 3:45, and yeah, it was not a fun search because it was a lot of unpacking, and yeah, it wasn't fun. I did not enjoy it. So I just got a little discombobulated, and I'm still kind of off. It's already after 10 a.m. and I'm still working on, you know, my first video, so it's okay. I did find it. I got the TV to work. Everything is wonderful. Praise the Lord. He answered my prayer. Oh wait, you know what? No, Choose Joy should be down here. I think that'll be best. Okay. And I'm going to put the little girl right here, and I'm going to put her mama right there. Okay. I hope that if you guys have napkins or whatever. Oh, I was going to tell you guys something. I have made the decision that I like working with, I don't think I said this earlier. I have decided that I like doing the decoupage with the napkins, at least, with the glue stick much better than the Mod Podge. I know it's traditional to use the Mod Podge, and I'm probably breaking some kind of rule. I don't know, some decoupage rule. I'm not sure. But I will probably, when I'm working with napkins, more than likely I will use the the glue stick. I just found that it was much more cooperative for me. You know, I really, because when I did, I don't think I mentioned it. Yeah, when I did, where's my cuttings? Oh, I'm all over the place, aren't I? When I did this edging on here, I used, not on that one, it was on the one I did not, where are they? Sorry, I told you I'm discombobulated. This one, when I did the edging, no, it wasn't that one. Gee whiz, okay, it was this. I used just the glue stick, and I liked that outcome much better. So I will probably do that from now on. Okay, so our girls are done. It's not super fancy. I may go ahead and run some of this down the front. I've got to cut some more of it. What time is it on the video here? Oh yeah, I went way over. I apologize, kids. I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you very much. I hope you enjoyed today's video and that you got some inspiration out of it. And that if you give it a try, you'll let me know. I'll see you guys tomorrow. God bless. Bye.